Dear students, how are you? Hope you all are well by the grace of Almighty in the days of global pandemic. In the last four classes, I talked about four important lessons from your English first paper textbook, English for Today. In those classes, you learned some of the greatest scientific achievements of the last 50 years. Today, I shall discuss an easy and necessary grammar item from your English second paper syllabus. Today you will learn pronoun reference. Before learning what is pronoun reference, let's have a glance at some sentences. In the sentences, we will look at the use and meaning of pronouns. Here is the first sentence. Each of the cats in our neighborhood has lost its tail. In this sentence, its is a possessive pronoun for the subject each of the cats. You know, any noun with each, every, any, etc. is used as singular. So the use of pronoun its in this sentence is meaningful and accurate. Look at the next sentence. Shomona's math teacher didn't even look at their homework. In this sentence, the pronoun their is used for the noun Shomona. You know, Shomona is proper noun which is singular. So instead of their, we need to use her to make the sentence correct. So this is an incorrect sentence, and the correct form of this sentence is Shomona's math teacher did not even look at her homework. Look at another sentence. He bought all the books who are required for the course. In this sentence, the pronoun who is used for all the books. We know who is used for person only. So this pronoun is used incorrectly, and the correct form of this sentence is he bought all the books which or that are required for the course. Dear students, hope you have got some idea about the appropriate use of pronouns in a sentence. An incorrect use of pronoun will confuse the reader and the reader about the meaning of any sentence or text. So we need to learn the appropriate use of pronouns. Dear students, today I shall discuss pronoun reference. But before this, let's quickly go through the definition, types, and some typical uses of pronouns. First of all, what is a pronoun? A pronoun is a part of speech that functions as a replacement of a noun, noun phrase, or a noun clause. Look at the example sentences. President Lincoln delivered his Gettysburg Address in 1963. In this sentence, the pronoun his is used for the noun President Lincoln. Next sentence. Some people love horror films, but I don't enjoy them. Here, them is for horror films, which is a noun phrase. Finally, she can study with whomever she likes. She can study with you. You can see the clause whomever she likes is replaced with the pronoun you. So you understand a pronoun can be a replacement of a noun phrase, or a noun clause. Our next slide is about person, number, and gender of pronouns. I'm not going to explain the table as this is very simple. You know it, and our main topic is pronoun reference. However, I suggest you to pause the lecture and go through the table carefully. Then, types of pronouns. These are the types of pronouns. As you can see everything, I'm not reading aloud the names and examples of the pronouns. Dear students, what is a pronoun reference? Pronoun reference is the practice of making pronouns refer clearly to the words they replace. A pronoun takes the place of a noun. Thus, the pronoun must agree with the noun it replaces in number, person, and gender. Also, it must be clear which noun the pronoun is substituting for. The noun that the pronoun is substituting for is called the antecedent. Let's look at the example sentence. Shubho purchased an airline ticket and now he cannot find it. Here Shubho is the antecedent for he and airline ticket is the antecedent for it. Hope you understand that. Hope you understand what is an antecedent. Pronouns must always refer clearly to the noun they represent. If you understand how pronouns relate to nouns, you can avoid confusion in your writing. Whenever pronouns are used, it should be unmistakably clear which noun the pronoun is standing for. A faulty pronoun reference will confuse the readers. Now let's learn some of the basic rules of pronoun reference. First, a pronoun must agree in number of the antecedent or the noun it refers to. For example, everyone is studying hard for their exams. In this sentence, everyone is the antecedent of the pronoun there. You know, everyone is singular, so the pronoun must be singular. So the correct singular pronoun is referred in the next sentence. Everyone is studying hard for his or her exams instead of their exams. Second, a pronoun must agree in person of the antecedent or the noun it refers to. For example, if a student studies hard, you should succeed. Here, a student is third person, so the pronoun reference you, second person, is wrong. And the correct sentence is if a student studies hard, he or she should succeed. Third rule, a pronoun must agree in gender of the antecedent. For example, the girl studied hard for its success. In this sentence, the girl is feminine gender, but the pronoun its is a neuter gender, which is not correct. So the correct sentence is the girl studied hard for her success. Now, rule number 4. There should be only one possible antecedent for a singular pronoun. Look at the example sentence. Abir invited Anik to his house. Now, Abir and Anik are going to their house. As Abir invited his house, obviously they are going to Abir's house. Next, there must be an explicit antecedent. In the sentence, in the study, they stated that writing skills are important. There is no antecedent of the pronoun they. So it should be written in this way. In the study, the researchers stated that writing skills are important. Next, a pronoun should not refer to a possessive noun. Look at the sentence. In the professor's comments, she was very encouraging. Here, the pronoun she refers to the professors. That is a possessive. So it is wrong. And the sentence should be written in this way. The professor was very encouraging in her comments. Next, The pronouns which, that, and these can refer to entire sentence and paragraphs as well as a single noun, so they must be used precisely. Carefully look at the example. I hope you understand. Finally, the use of who, which, and that. Who is used for people and animal having names, and which and that are used for things and animals without having names. Here is an example for you. Read the example. You will be able to understand the use of the pronoun who, which, and that. Dear students, I have already discussed ideas of pronoun antecedent and the pronoun antecedent reference. Now I shall discuss some difficulties or challenges that you may face while fixing inaccurate pronouns. First of all, you may be in difficulty when a pronoun reference refers to either of the two antecedents. Look at the example. Olivia told Emma that she was getting fat. Here, it is not clear who is getting fat or whom does she refer to in this sentence. But in the next sentence, which is a direct speech, Olivia said to Emma, "I'm not getting fat." Here, I is for Olivia. As we know, in direct speech, first person follows the subject. There is another example for you. I suggest you go through it. You'll be able to understand. Secondly, when a pronoun refers to an unspecific antecedent, you may face difficulty in fixing inaccurate pronouns. For example, a strange car followed us closely and he kept blinking his lights at us. Here the question arises, whom does he refer to, or who kept blinking the lights? So it must be fixed by mentioning the antecedent. In this way, a strange car followed us closely and its driver kept blinking his lights at us. Thirdly, you may be in difficulty when a pronoun refers to an unexpressed but implied noun. For example, Binita wants her daughter to be a dancer, but her daughter is not interested in it. Here, what is she not interested in is a question. A pronoun it is there, but the antecedent is implied. So the antecedent must be explicit in this way. Binita wants her daughter to become a dancer, but her daughter is not interested in dancing. There is another example for you. I expect you to go through it. Finally, you may face difficulties when these, that, and which refer to the general idea of the preceding clause or sentence rather than a preceding word. You know, pronoun stands for a noun. However, these, that, and which sometimes refer to general idea of the previous clause rather than any specific noun. For example, the students could not understand the pronoun reference handout, which annoyed them very much. Here, what annoyed the students? Or what does which mean is not clear. So it should be written in this way. The students could not understand the pronoun reference handout, the fact which annoyed them very much. Another example, it was once believed that a college degree was a ticket to success. However, this is certainly not the case now. Like the previous question, here the question arises, what does these refer to? So it must be written in this way. It was once believed that a college degree was a ticket to success. However, this perception is clearly is certainly not the case now. Dear students, these are the major rules of pronoun reference. In the next class, I shall show you few more ideas about pronoun reference along with your examination questions. So, here I'd like to end my today's lecture. Thank you very much for your patience. If you have any question, you can write in the comment section.